Welcome back to the Novelist. Ooh, someone has turned off a few lights in the house. Lights that have been turned off cannot be possessed. Oh no. Who would do such a thing? Actually, on that note, why would anyone keep all these lights on in the house? We have had daylight sections before. Also, this is really nice. The lighting in here. It's really... I'm digging this. This is the brightest coloriest. This is the most colourful chapter we've seen so far, and I like it. Let's read the notes. Home to a stunning display of natural beauty, Ochoko National Forest. Okay, located less than 5 hours from Portland.
Everything coming along good?
I mean, woo! I mean, given that I'm from the UK, I'm not really well versed in US geography. I don't know where Portland is. Is it Ohio or Oregon? I'm sure if we have some Americans watching this, they can point me out the right place that Portland is in, and where exactly Portland is, because I'm not entirely sure whether it's on the East Coast, the West Coast, or any coast. Let's read this note.
Anne, what's the latest with you? I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods and even started a few of my own. It's great getting away from the city, but I wouldn't exactly call this roughing it. Tommy's certainly having a good time exploring the woods. Sometimes we go together, and if I'm in the studio, he knows he can play outside where I can see him, and to stay away from the cliff. Do you remember when we were kids trying to jump the creek in the woods behind the house? I think Tommy's getting into that phase now, climbing trees and all that. Oops, I got a little carried away there. You probably don't need to hear about all of our outdoor adventures. Sorry about that. Well, let me know how you're doing. Love, Linda.
Okay, so Linda's wishing she was somewhere else. But why? It's such a picturesque piece of beauty. Although I suppose after a month... Although I don't know, a month isn't too bad. These people get bored easily. Dan can't stay focused. Linda, like we used to. Keep telling Tommy inside voices, he keeps not listening. Oh, right. Okay, so we're meant to look at all these notes and the rocket ship. Tommy really likes rockets. Rockets and planes. Which I can understand. I wasn't so much into planes, but I was really into, Ooh, okay. I was really into rockets and ships when I was a kid. I'd always like to build them from Lego. So far away. Anyway. Can we not go over onto that light? Oh no, are we trapped in here? No! Please don't let us be trapped in here.
Come on, really?
Here we go.
Things have changed. Yeah, why are all these lights on? It's the middle of the fucking day. And beautiful. Very, painterly. I do quite like the... Oh, is that... Oh, that's Grandma Joe, I think. Anything over here?
I've got to stay on the book. This is my chance to do something people remember. Something that matters. If this one isn't good enough, there might not even be a next one. Certainly not one without all sorts of publisher strings attached. This is why we saved up enough to take the summer off. I'm out of excuses. Of course, a long weekend would be fun, but that's also the problem. How do you stay hungry when you've gotten used to weekend getaways? How do you recapture that feeling of being a broke college kid chasing a dream? How do you get back out on that limb again, scared it's gonna break, but inching out anyway? Listen to me. Wound up so tight. Maybe taking one night off might help after all.
I mean, he's worked for a month straight, so... Maybe taking a night off. Actually, no, he had a break for the funeral, but that's not really a break, is it? Anyway. What's in Tommy's room? Any new pictures? Rocket ship? as I was saying, the art style in this is fantastic. What are Dan's more thoughts? Totally breaking my rhythm. Nah. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a bit painterly, but it's all like pastel-y colours and rich browns, and I don't know. It's just a very nice use of colour. It's very hard to say what sort of style it is, especially with the characters. It's sort of minimalist, but not. Tommy, what do you want? Other stuff to do. Well, you have no other stuff to do. Blast off at Booster Bay. Oh, this is what Tommy wants. Take a flight to remember on our world-famous rocket coaster. That sounds awesome. I want to go on a rocket coaster. I went to the... Actually, that's the only time I've been to America. Is when I went to Orlando, Florida. I went to Disney World and the Epcot Center there, which let me fly my own spaceship, which was quite cool.
Just checked that yesterday.
Not exactly flying, of course, but you pretended that you did. Dan, go away! An idea that is not dangerous is unworthy of being called an idea at all.
Penny, thanks so much for your letter. It made my day. Tramer's Way came out a while ago now, so I don't get letters like this too often. Writing can be a pretty isolating profession at times, which makes it a big boost to hear that someone out there is getting something from my work. Your support means the world to me. To answer your question, I'm indeed in the midst of writing a new book. I don't have a title or a release date yet, but I'm plugging away on it slowly but surely. I plan to finish it by the end of summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks again for your kind words. Dan Kaplan.
Oh, Dan's got fans. And more rocket ships. Jim said you'd never make it. He said you're a joke. Oop. You could be working a regular job right now. 1 page at a time. Oscar Wilde. God, I thought these were inspirational notes, but there's only really two, like 1 or 2 of them that are. The rest are kind of Dan doubting himself. That's not healthy, Dan. It's not healthy at all. Oh, there's another note on there. Flicker.
Just checked that yesterday.
Do not fear death so much, but rather the inadequate life. Bertolt Brecht. Brecht was a cool guy. 7 of 8 clues. 7 of 8 clues.
I'll get it later.
Hey, hon, what you doing?
Does that work?
Dan, you're quite needy, aren't you? How many clues do you need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7 there. Alright. Let's head into the bedroom and see if we can find anything in here again. Maybe? Are those shoes new? I don't know. Some things do change around, I've noticed, but they don't become actual parts to look at.
I've got to stay on the book. This is my chance to do something people remember, something that matters. If this one isn't good enough, there might not even be a next one.
Okay, so we've already read that. Oh, Grandma Jo. She looks like a nice woman. I'm sad we didn't get to meet her. Yeah! Ah! Ooh. All these close encounters. Yeah! Oh, Linda started something new. Linda's quite good.
3 days in, I'm still trying to figure out where to take the new piece. It's changing as I go, which is always exciting and sort of the point, but this one feels a little aimless. I keep snapping out of a daze and realizing I've been staring out the window for 5 minutes instead of working. When we first got here, I was excited to have a studio with so many windows and so much natural light, but now it feels almost like a cage.
Why be this close to nature but not be, well, in it? Actually, cage isn't the right word. This place is beautiful, and there are so many more trees than back home. I guess it's more of a reminder when it's right there the whole time, not just an idea or something for the weekend. Anyway, back to the painting. I'm not going to get anything done on it sitting here writing.
Ironically, Linda is finding it quite easy to write, whereas Dan, not so much. Okay, so that explains the bird in a cage painting. As an expression of Linda's inner turmoil. Is that note new? Tommy, come and check.
Messed up again.
Ooh. Okay, so the national park, that's one of Linda's. What else have we got? Search the house and his memories for more clues. Okay, so Linda and Tommy, we've got everything. Let's explore Tommy's memories. What have you got there, Tommy? Please, Tommy, stop showing me that picture. It's depressing as hell.
Be careful, honey.
Well, Tommy clearly wants a rocket, like an adventure to Booster Bay or whatever it was called. I didn't really need to explore his memories to understand that. But he wants his rocket. And Linda, wherever she is, there you are. We didn't wake up Tommy last night. Whoa. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay, be safe.
Let's go down the stairs and see what's going on.
I'm going out for a hike.
Linda, where are you? Oh, there you are.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
Okay, so Linda's still shook up about Grandma Jo. The lovely woman that is.
Kidding me.
I do quite like how I was complaining earlier about the characters just standing still all the time. Not standing still, moving around all the time.
Alright, I'll get to that.
And now Dan's actually engrossed in his work and I can't get him away.
I just changed that bulb.
This is an opportunity, not a burden. Okay, so that's his last one. Let's take a look down. What do you want? Probably going to be something to do with more writing.
Paul was mad, but he understood. It helped that I threw him a bone with the quarterly idea. I think it appealed to his competitive nature. He said he wasn't sure it would work, but I knew he was sandbagging. He probably took it as a personal challenge and called Brackett to pitch the idea as soon as we hung up.
Agent issues? And where are you, Dan? You're not in this room, are you? No, you're downstairs. Let's take a look. Oh, there they are.
How was work?
You know, could always be better.
Yeah? What do you want, Dan? Oh, no, I don't want that.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Grab some firewood, build a bonfire, and camp on the beach. That sounds like a damn good plan, Dan. Let's do that. And let's get Tommy a rocket ship. So... Firewood. Firewood. There's the firewood. No one's around. Let's get this firewood. Selecting the firewood will choose Dan's resolution for this chapter. Linda and Tommy will be disappointed. However, if you discovered Linda or Tommy's desired outcome, you'll be able to find compromise. Right. Yeah, let's do it. Sneaking round the house. The Diary of Claire Bradford. Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help. Roger is handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer. He might be the only person on earth who loves music as much as me. His family has money. Who wouldn't want to marry someone like that? So... got a very traditional 60s style relationship going on. Very versed in their roles as man and wife, or man and potential wife. Anyway, let's look at this rocket ship. Choose a compromise. Because we've kind of been neglecting Tommy. And much as Linda wants to get outdoors, I suppose she can do that at any point. Whereas this is kind of a, you know, something nice that doesn't really come up that much. Let's whisper our choices to Dan. Dan looks like the only one who wants to be going on this trip. The night off relaxed him, clearly not his family. Oh my god. Sorry everyone, I thought you'd enjoy it, but apparently not. Tommy was so proud of finding the free admission special for Booster Bay that he couldn't understand why his parents hadn't taken him for free. Dan tried to explain the reasons, but it did little good. Tommy perked up when his father told him they would go before the summer was out. Linda was disappointed that they didn't go camping in Ochaku, so she went on a day hike by herself. Aww. Oh, she twisted her ankle on a tree on a root and had to limp back in home, in pain, alone and angry, followed by walkers. Alright, the show. And these episodes break things up nicely, so I think I'll end it there. See you next time.